Hi there. Nice to meet you, Barbara.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for giving me the time to come to your office and be able to discuss things.
Of course.
So you work with DeWalt?
I do. I'm the main sales manager for DeWalt Tools.
Okay, nice. So I'm here with Enterprise, and we just work with cars, and I wanted to be able to get to know your situation about how you're working,
Yeah.
and what you do, and what you provide.
Yeah, sure. What we're doing right now is I'm the manager over 85 different sales reps for DeWalt, and we mainly work with larger like hardware retailers. So so our biggest two clients we have right now is Home Depot and Lowe's, and we have 80. Like I said, we have 85. There are 85 guys under me, and each of them have jurisdiction over 10 stores. So over our whole Southern California area, we're covering about 850 stores, and of our 85 sales reps, each one of them gets a company vehicle.
Okay. And how much do they have to travel?
Oh, a ton, because each one has jurisdiction over 10 stores. So throughout the entire Southern California area, we kind of place them in different areas, but within those 10 stores, they could be traveling as much as 2 counties over for one day, and it could be upwards of 2 hours of driving a day just in the company vehicles to try to get there.
Wow.
So it's really is a lot of driving, puts a lot of toll on the vehicles.
Oh wow! And are you the only one responsible for the sales representatives, or is there more sales manager?
Oh, it's me. It's me. I'm the one who's over them.
Okay, and how do you communicate? How is your communication, and with your sales representatives? How do you get along with them?
Oh, everything's just growing great. Really top-notch guys, top-notch sales guys, and that's kind of why we want to make sure that we provide them with a good vehicle, something that can be reliable for them, because they do such a great job that if the vehicles get older and they need more maintenance and they're falling apart, it's not what really they deserve, because they really do a good job.
Okay. So the importance, of your employees' well-being is very important to you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Them being happy is really important.
That's good.
Yeah.
And that you have a good communication. That's very good. And so I just wanted to know, for the hours that they get to travel, are they being paid, or is that just their extra time that they have to be at the store?
Well, each of them, they earn a yearly salary plus commission. So although they aren't paid hourly, it's just part of the workday. So I'd say they would be being paid, because it's definitely part of their salary to work there. And the vehicles themselves, we provide them with a gas card, so they have they can just fill it up as much as they need as long as they're on the clock. So they can fill up their company vehicle. It's fine. So I guess you could say they're being paid because they're on salary.
Yeah. And do you think that is putting a toll on your company, if the cars that you guys have now, something breaks or things like that, and they have to stay on the freeway, for example?
Yeah, the productivity is bad when it comes to it, because, like, for example, if there's, say, a part goes down in the car and it's the engine stops running for whatever reason and they're stranded, we can have AAA come and pick them up, and we'll pay for like an Uber or something for them to get to their appointment. So they'll get to their appointment, but then that truck is out of commission, and then they don't have a company vehicle for 2-3 days, and then they're stuck, and then they have to Uber from here to there, and that's expensive to us. So it's just a nightmare when these vehicles go out of commission. It's not good.
Wow. And the company pays for the Ubers that they have to use when those things break.
Yeah.
And how are the employees? What's their feedback on that?
As long as they get to their appointments, they're not too picky. But as soon as it breaks down and they need to call AAA, I get a bunch of phone calls that say that car went down. I'm like, oh great, another one.
Yeah.
And then I have to get things organized again, and I have to make sure that they have enough money in the company Uber account. So it's pretty ridiculous. It gets pretty crazy, especially when one thing goes down and lands on me.
Right. Okay. And So as I'm trying to get an understanding, so we can get the best deal. And so for enterprise, what we give is free cars. We give them their maintenance that they need. And so I'm just seeing how I can help you in your business in your time. For the cars that they pick out for the sales representatives, are you the one taking your time out of your job to find those cars?
Yeah, we just buy them straight off of the lot for Toyota or Chevy, and it usually be me and then my VP of sales, and the two of us will go to a dealership. We'll find a model we like, and we'll say, okay, just give us 60 of them, and then we'll just go to the other place and say, just give us 25 of them. So we just got 85 just random trucks that I picked, but I definitely would have to take a day off to do it. I mean, I'm getting paid, but it's still like there are a lot better things I could be doing with my time,
Yeah. And how much do you value that time, and how much do you, in that time that you're spending on going and buying the trucks, looking for the right car, how much is that for you?
I would much rather be like rewarding my employees at that time. Like, let's say I would have to go on a Friday to pick up these vehicles. If I had one extra day a year, because I pick out these vehicles normally once a year. If I had one extra day a year, I could use that for like a company party or something like that. So I really care about valuing my employees.
Oh, that's good. And what about your employees, with the type of truck? Are they comfortable with them?
Oh, they love them. Yeah, they're good trucks. It's just that they drive so much, they get so much mileage that they just break down so fast.
And are you the one responsible for hiring and recruiting new sales representatives?
Yeah, that's me.
And how's that going? Explaining to them that they have to drive 2 hours, out of their day, and making sure, like, if something breaks down,
They're okay with that. I mean, it's just kind of like nobody would complain about getting a company vehicle.
Yeah.
It's just the problems come up when it's definitely not when they're hired, but the problems come up after the vehicle does break down.
Okay.
So I mean, it's fine in the beginning, but when it does break down, that's when they get upset.
Wow. And have they, for example, when they have an appointment with a company like Lowe's, say, do they ever arrive there on time when that happens?
Oh, they'll usually, if the car breaks down, they'll definitely be late. But I mean, most of these companies, we've been doing deals with them for so long that they understand. But it's
So you say that they understand, if they're late. And if they break down, is that often?
I'd say maybe with the 85 trucks, I probably get a phone call about one that has a breakdown problem maybe once to twice a month.
Wow. Okay. And other companies, I see that they're used to, well, not really used to, but if the sales representatives do come late, they know that it's the truck and things like that.
Yeah.
Would you be wanting to change that and be able to give an image to the company that you guys are always going to be there on time?
Oh yeah, that really would help us a lot, because I mean, these companies, they don't really care as much about punctuality just because we've been with them for so long, that if there is something like that, an issue, they'll understand. But having punctuality consistently, that I think that would be, I mean, it could be bad for us to be more punctual, but I mean, it's not a main concern of mine, just because if it does happen once a month and it's a different sales rep every time, the companies will understand. Okay. So that's why I'm not too worried about punctuality.
And what about the new companies?
If we had a new client, and I mean, this hasn't happened yet, but it could.
Yeah.
If we had a new client, for whatever reason, let's say it's a small hardware retailer in a small town, and we're trying to sell him DeWalt tools, and he's late there, that could make a really bad impression. But it hasn't happened yet, but I kind of fingers crossed that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't, but my fingers are crossed that it won't. So.
Okay, well, I completely understand you, and I know that we have a good deal for you.
Okay.
If you want, we can meet up tomorrow and be able to talk about money, your budget, what kind of cars you're looking for, and how we can help you out.
That'd be really good.
All right, so can we see each other tomorrow at 4?
That'd be great.
All right,
thank you. Thank you so much.